Hi, Josh Bruce here, along with Bob Field. Busy day of action here on day one. We had 32 football teams playing Division II, and I know you spent the large majority of the day with the Mighty Mites. So first, tell us what you saw today.
Well, I tell you, the Mighty Mites were fantastic. This was the second annual Mighty Mite Bowl, and the teams that came in here from all over the country, they all were excited about being at ESPN Wide World of Sports. Some of these folks had been here last year, but some this was the very first experience, and everybody shared in the excitement. One of the things I noticed about this, Josh, was how many families are involved. For instance, I talked to some cheerleaders, a little girl named Chandler McGinnis, who was very vocal, very spirited. She's the daughter of one of the football coaches, and she said, I've been cheering since I was 4 years old, and this is the culmination of a dream, getting out here supporting your team. Then they had a big Mighty Mite party tonight afterwards, and I tell you,
whoa, hold on. There was a party, and I didn't get invited.
Party. I'm sorry. Wait, but I'll tell you, the excitement of it was that they were out there with the characters. That was Goofy out there, and Donald and Mickey and Minnie, and Goofy and Donald were dancing up a storm with all the kids. There was plenty of food. The adults loved it. The kids loved it. And you know, I talked to a guy from one of the Jersey teams, one of the coaches, and he said, which was great. He said, you guys are doing a super job with this because it gets kids incentive to say, this is what we love about football, the whole family situation, and they want to come back. So they want to work hard to say, hey, maybe we'll come back some year as junior peewees. So we love what happened at Mighty Mites.
And we did. We saw that a little bit. First of all, I want to mention that there was 50 plus Mighty Mite cheer teams that came to participate also, and that was fantastic inside. I got a chance to see just a little bit of that today, but it looked like everyone had a great time. But speaking of how you mentioned the junior peewees, we saw Stratford Redskins play today. They played a game on ESPN3, and they had been to last year's Mighty Mite Bowl. An interesting thing, and I think it helped them on today's game. They ended up on the wrong side of the score, but they played a great game, and I think overall the experience was a little bit easier for them to get used to all the bright lights here because they had come before. And talking about football, Bob, I'll tell you, you missed a couple of games today that were just absolute barn burners, and we saw some dominant performances from teams all over the country. People that we haven't seen before all of a sudden came out. Hoffman Estates out of Chicago played absolutely wonderfully today on our games, and we have another huge slate of games tomorrow, 32 games, and then all of a sudden, you know, Monday's coming up. Cheers. So I know you've got a little bit of things. Talk to me a little bit about what you're doing on the website this week.
Okay, on the website this week, one of the things that I've been highlighting is the fact that this is my 20th year here with
20.
Actually, the thing is,
I didn't think you were over 25, Bob.
And I figured, well, at any rate, I've been here as long as we've been coming to Wide World of Sports. It was Disney at that time, Wide World. Now it's ESPN Wide World of Sports. I was here the year before this was even constructed, but I'll tell you, the amazing thing is the tradition goes on, and you could write books about some of the fabulous games and some of the fabulous.
I just need an article for the website. I don't need a book.
Well, what I'm going to show you this week is saying, okay, how have things developed over the 20 years? What are some of the things that remain consistent, and what are some of the things that are exciting about the changes? So follow us along from a fan's point of view on Field Notes, and you'll see a lot of that.
Fantastic. For Bob Field, I'm Josh Bruce. We'll see you after tomorrow's action.